Amen. Go ahead.
All things are working for my good. It may not be good, but it's working for my good. Because God is intentional. Allow me to honor the Lord this morning by greeting you in the joy of our risen Lord and Savior Jesus, who is the Christ. It was a joy to be alive. Joy to be able to be a part of another day the Lord has made. And it's not because of how good we are, but just how good God is. And He spared us and allowed us to be here. I thank God every day. Just how awesome God is. Every now and then we need to be reminded of just how awesome God is. Tell people now that I'm a Hurricane Michael survivor. Never been through a hurricane. Heard about them, had seen the effects on other people, but never been through one. But now I know what it's like. Now I know. I have first-hand knowledge of what it's like. But I also know just how good God is. Because in the midst of all of that destruction, here I am. Amen. Thank our worship leader, Brother Christopher Harrison, for leading us in worship. Thank all these worship participants. To the stewards of Flipper Temple African Methodist Church on your day, we thank God for you, and we thank God for the ministry of stewardship. This is wonderful choir. I always thank the choir because I realized that one of the gifts that God didn't give me was the gift of song. And so if there's a choir, I always thank the choir because they saved me. But they also saved you because if I started to sing, you would probably make a quick exit. So they bless you as well. To Reverend Dr. Gregory Eason, very fine pastor at the African Methodist Church, with his lovely wife, Linda Eason. We thank God for their friendship. We thank God for the years and all the support and encouragement that they've offered to this now retired preacher. And I want to say to him publicly and to the Flipper Temple family, I'm delighted to be here. Thank you for your kind invitation and your gracious hospitality. I want to say to you that when I'm done, I'm going to go back to Southwest Georgia, to Albany, Georgia, back to retirement. I remind people that there are only a few people who I will come out of retirement for. And so I'm going back into retirement. I'm enjoying retirement. Retirement's fun. Somebody told me earlier. Let me take this opportunity to do a couple other things and then we'll move on. I have one biological sister. Just one. If you look around the congregation, you will see a young lady who, if you look at her long enough and look at me long enough, you will see a striking resemblance. That is my sister. She has one daughter. That is my niece. My niece has one son who is my grandnephew. When I learned that I was going to be here at Flipper and my sister was actually going to be in Snellville this weekend, I called her and said, it would be a delight to see you. And I did that for two reasons, because she lives in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. You know what the weather's like in Milwaukee? I don't really do cold. I thought this was an ideal opportunity. I can see her in Atlanta, a little that I know the temperature was going to change in Atlanta, but anyway. But I want to ask them to stand just so you can get a look at it. Then I have another sister who is a member of Flipper Temple, and actually a steward of Flipper Temple. And she's my sister because I had the privilege of pastoring her wonderful family in Thomasville for 7 years. And out of that pastorate, they adopted me into the family. Treated me as one of their own. I used to joke with people that they couldn't eat Sunday dinner until I showed up. So if I had something to do after church, they had to wait. But I thank God for that because it helped to mold and shape my ministry. Sister Lillian Roberts, would you stand? Now I came here on Steward's Day and you came expecting a word from the Lord. Amen? And the good news is that there is a word from the Lord. So you don't have to hear Ernest Davis, but you can hear what the Lord has to say to the church. Come with, if you would, to the gospel as recorded by St. Mark, the 12th chapter of Mark's gospel. Mark chapter 12. I'm going to encourage you to read that entire 12th chapter in your own private devotion time, but I just want to lift for our hearing and prayerful consideration verses 41 through 44. Mark chapter 12, verses 41 through 44. And reading from the New King James translation of the Bible, you will find these words recorded in the scriptures. And Jesus sat over against the treasury and beheld how the people cast money into the treasury. And many that were rich cast in much. And there came a certain poor widow, and she threw in 2 mites, which was making a farthing. And he called unto him his disciples and said unto them, Verily I say unto you, that this poor widow has cast more in than all those which cast into the treasury. For they all did cast out of their abundance. But her, she gave all that she had, even all her living. Let us pray. Eternal God, Heavenly Father, we come now another moment in time realizing, oh God, that we need a word from you. Only, God, a word from you will do. So I ask now you allow me to decrease that you then might increase. Speak, Lord, through these lips who play. The words of my mouth, the meditation of my heart will be acceptable in your sight. For truly, Lord, you are rock and our redeemer. And now, oh God, we need a fresh anointing. We need your spirit to fall afresh on us. Open our ears and open our hearts, that we might receive that which you prepared for us. We are so careful to give you all the praise, all the glory, and all the honor. We ask it all in the blessed, matchless, powerful name of Jesus, who is the Christ. It's in Jesus' name we pray. And the people of God said, Amen. 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 Allow me to lift that 44th verse for us from the New International Version of the Bible. And it reads as follows. They gave out of their wealth, but she out of her poverty put in everything, all she had to live on. As you're thinking for a few moments on this thought, giving everything means something. Giving everything means something. Now, my beloved brothers and sisters, oftentimes when Steward Day or stewardship is mentioned, people get a little nervous. They get a little antsy because they feel like you're about to intrude on their financial affairs. They feel like you're about to tell them how they ought to handle their finances. And so they get a little antsy. But what I need you to realize is that stewardship, while it involves finance, it also has to do with our talents and our time. But more importantly, what stewardship does is it reminds us that we don't own anything. That God owns everything, and the best that we can do is be stewards over that which God has entrusted to us. And so there's no need to be nervous. There's no need to be upset. As a matter of fact, Jesus taught more about money than he did anything else in the Bible. And so that says to me that there's something we need to know about how to manage the finance that God has put in our hands. And so if you would, just think about it. Giving everything does mean something. But now before we explore this text to understand what it is that God will have us to realize and learn from this passage of Scripture, I need you to take your spiritual imagination for just a moment. Because I need you to get a glimpse of a picture, a scene, if you would. Imagine, if you would, this widow woman, she makes her way to the temple to present her offering to the Lord. She's coming up to Jerusalem doing maybe the feast of the Passover. She's coming to celebrate the deliverance of God's children. She's coming to tell God, thank you for being such a mighty God. She's coming to tell God, thank you for making a way out of no way. She's coming to give God some glory and give God some praise. Can't you see her coming? Perhaps she's saying, we're marching to Zion. Beautiful, beautiful Zion. We're marching upward to Zion, that beautiful city of God. Oh yeah, we see her coming with joy, with thanksgiving and happiness. She's praising God along the way. We see this widow woman coming while looking back over her life. Her husband is now gone. God has called him from labor to reward, and now she's all alone. She has limited resources, but an unlimited supply of resources because she serves a God who can supply all of her needs according to his riches in glory. Oh yeah, she's making it on a fixed income, but she serves a God who never runs short because all the silver, all the gold belong to him. Even the cattle on 1,000 hills belong to him. She's been over from years, but she still lifts her hands and her voice and offers up sacrifices of praise. So, oh yeah, she's coming every Sunday right here in this church. We see her in the grocery store trying to stretch a dollar. We see her walking along the city streets. We see her in prayer meeting. We see her in Bible study, love feast, Sunday school, and even worship service. We see her in the welfare line. We see her in the food stamp line. We see her applying for TANF and Social Security and SSI disability and anything she can get to help her to make ends meet. We see her hauling groceries from the store, toiling over a hot stove in a hot kitchen on a hot day. We see her on her knees praying for her children in a secret closet, giving thanks to God. And oh yes, we see her here today. But not only do we see her, but God sees her too. All right. Reading this text recorded in the Gospel of St. Mark. If you begin at the 41st verse of this text, what you find out in the 41st verse is that Jesus has now taken a seat over near the treasury. But before taking his seat, Jesus has been in a discussion with the scribes, the Pharisees, and the Sadducees. So yes, he's been engaged in some intense discussions. As a matter of fact, the Pharisees asked him about taxation. They asked him, should they pay tax to Caesar? And you remember Jesus took the coin and said, render to Caesar what is Caesar. Well, my brothers and sisters, I asked myself one day, what belongs to Caesar? And I realized that when I read the Psalms, that the psalmist says that everything belongs to God. And I had to ask myself, well, then what do we render to Caesar? Well, Caesar gets nothing. God gets everything. Well, Jesus had also been discussing with the Sadducees because they asked him that after the resurrection, would there be remarriage? Now, the question really didn't make a whole lot of sense because, number one, they're asking something about another life. And they're not even finished living this life. But that's how folk will do you. They'll try to throw you off kilter. But Jesus responds to them and lets them know in no uncertain terms that God has everything in control. And then finally, he gives them the great commandment. Because he tells them that the first and great commandment is that we got to love God with all our heart, with all our soul, with all our mind. That's the first and great commandment. Now, Jesus has had all these discussions, and now he takes a seat over by the treasury in the temple so he can watch those who are bringing their offering. Somebody said, if you want to see how much people love the Lord, Watch them at offering time. Watch them when it comes time to give. Now, I know it doesn't happen here, but there are some folks who will pay more for the shoes on their feet than they'll give to the God who gave them feet to put shoes on. There are some folks who will pay more for their hairdo than they'll give to the God who gave them the hair and the head to put it on. There are some folks who will pay more for a necktie or a suit or a shirt than they'll give to God who saved their neck long enough to be able to put a tie around it. Here's my brothers and sisters, there are some folks who will pay more for a gospel CD than they'll give to the God who gave them the gospel good news in the first place. Giving everything means something. In the midst of this Steward Day celebration, allow me to lift 3 points from this text that will be worthy of our consideration as we consider our stewardship and our stewardship responsibility. The first thing we need to realize is that Jesus is present in the temple at offering time. We see him there, watching the people as they bring their offering. We see 13 trumpet-shaped offering receptacles lined up around the wall. The pilgrims pass progressively and drop their offering into the receptacle. Year after year, they came. Time after time, they came. One after another, they came. With their offering in their hand, they came. But there's something different on this day. Jesus was present. And Jesus is paying attention to what they give. Jesus watches them. He observes them. He sits silently in the distance. He's close enough to see as they pass by. All dressed up, all fixed up, all made up. Jesus is there. And they came with their offering in their hand. But it should come as no surprise that Jesus is present. After all, it's God's house. And certainly, somebody must have said, Jesus, you're welcome in this place. Somebody must have expected him to be there. After all, it's the Lord's house. It's the Lord's day. It's the hour of worship. It's the time of prayer. It's the time of praise and rejoicing. It's a time of worship to celebrate all that God has done. Somebody should have expected that Jesus would show up. Do you expect him to show up in your life? We see, I expect him to show up every Sunday. That's why I come. Is that why you here? I expect to praise him while I have a chance. That's why I come. It's why I come to the Lord's house on the Lord's day. And we as the people of God, that's why we ought to come. We ought to come expecting to meet God there, to give him the thanks for all he's done. Is that why you come? Jesus was present at offering time. But not only was Jesus present, the second thing in this text is that the widow comes and she gives everything she had. Jesus cast the spotlight of heaven on the life of this widow. Now he doesn't elaborate on her condition. He doesn't tell us anything about her. But Jesus does pour out her life story before us. He doesn't tell us much about her background. He simply invites us to see her as she comes with her offering. He wants us to watch her. He wants us to observe her. Yes, it's a long line of people winding their way through the temple who came with their offering in their hands. But the widow woman is making her way to give her offering. By the time she made her way through, no doubt they had to bring out extra plates because the others were full. The widow woman probably realized her offering wouldn't add much to the bottom line, but still she came. She realized her offering wasn't as much as her neighbor's, but still she came. She realized that her offering probably wouldn't finance any special mission, but she came. She realized her offering couldn't even buy a McDonald's Happy Meal, but still she came. She came with the rich and the poor, with the high and the mighty, with the meek and the lowly. She came with her offering in her hand. And no doubt, she had a song on her lips and a prayer in her heart. Maybe as she came, she looked back over her life and she remembered singing, "The Lord will make a way somehow. When beneath the cross I bow, He'll take away each sorrow. Let Him handle it, burden down. When the load gets heavy and the weight is more on your brow, there's a sweet relief in knowing the Lord will make a way somehow." But still, she came with her offering in her hands. Maybe she came remembering the bills back at home on the table, the eviction notice posted on the door, the light bill, telephone bill, doctor bill, drugstore bill. But still, she came. She came because she was thankful for life, health, and strength, for the activity of her limbs, for the blood still running warm in her veins. She came because of the fight of all she's gone through. She knew God was still good. She came just to thank God for all His goodness and for how He keeps making a way. Does anybody here realize that God is good? He continues to make a way. Even when we don't see a way, God is making a way. Think about it. She could have curled up somewhere and had a pity party. She could have hung her head in despair. She could have sat at home in the dark with the curtain pulled down and thought how hard life had been. She could have made all kinds of excuses not to come. And one of them she might have easily justified in her own mind. But she came. She could have stayed at home with arthritis, bursitis, and rheumatism. She could have looked through her closet and said, "I got nothing to wear." She could have stayed at home out of fear that the burglars would break in while she was gone. Or she might have been fearful of the hoodlums hanging out on the corner. But she came. She came. She could have sat in a lonely room, consoled herself in sadness and tears and pain and sorrow, in her misery and affliction. But she came to give thanksgiving unto God for the great thing He's done. Maybe she may have sang, "Why should I feel discouraged? Why should the shadows come? Why should my heart be lonely and long for heaven and home? When Jesus is my portion, my constant friend is He. His eye is on the sparrow, and I know He watches me. Yes, His eye is on the sparrow, and I know He's watching me." Jesus was present. The widow came with her offering. But finally, and this is a lesson for the stewards, and that is that Jesus cares. Yes, He does. Every now and then, someone will ask the question, does Jesus care? Our children are running wild. Babies are having babies. Drugs are taking over our community. Young people are killing each other at an alarming rate. And somebody asked the question, does Jesus care? Well, in the text, Jesus sees this widow woman coming to the temple at offering time. Out of this large crowd of people, He sees the widow woman. And He sees us today in church. He sees us in the crowd. Jesus is watching us. He's observing us to see what we'll do. Jesus knows when we're doing the best we can. He knows when we're giving the best of our service. Jesus knows all our struggles. He'll guide us till the day is done. There's not a friend like the lowly Jesus. No, not one. No, not one. So when the question is asked, does Jesus care? Just turn to the scriptures. And you'll remember one day that a multitude met him out in a desert place. Scripture said there were 5,000 men, not counting the women and children. No place to go and get something to eat. No, there was no Mars and Dr. Eason. No Denny's. No old-time country buffet. No Golden Corral. No Applebee's. No Ruby Cruise. No, just a crowd of hungry people. There was a little boy who had a lunch. Yes? Jesus was watching him, observing him. The little boy barely had enough for himself. Just 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread. Not much, just a little bit. 2 fish and 5 loaves. Just a 2-piece with hush puppies. But he gave what he had. He gave it to Jesus. And in Jesus' name, it was more than enough. Oh yes, giving. Everything means something. Yes, sir. After he feeds the multitude, the gospel writer says Jesus got on a boat with his disciples to cross to the other side. And in the midst of their journey to the other side, a storm came up. And the disciples were learning a valuable lesson about trusting in Jesus and a lesson on being content no matter what situation or circumstance you find yourself. When you see the night got dark, the wind began to blow, the rain began to fall, the boat was tossed. The disciples found themselves being carried away in the storm. Meanwhile, Jesus was asleep in the boat in the midst of the storm. After some discussion, the disciples decided we need to wake him up. And they wake Jesus up with one question. Master, carest thou not that we perish? Well, Jesus' response was to stand up and simply say, peace, be still. And with his word, the lightning stopped flashing, thunder stopped clapping, the tempest was calm. Oh yes, Jesus cared. You see, I love the Lord. Why? Because he heard my cry. Pity every groan. Long as I live, when trouble rises, I'll hasten to his throne. The same Jesus who fed 5,000, who calmed the raging sea, he's able to stand up in our lives. He's able to make a way out of no way. The same Jesus is able to stand up in our lives, to feed us when we're hungry, comfort us when we're afraid, calm the raging storm in our lives. The same Jesus. Jesus looked at this little woman. Then he told the disciples, who were the first steward boys, look at her. Observe her. Watch her. She did the best she could. She gave all she could give. She held back nothing. She was willing to give everything. And in so doing, she gave more than anybody else. Oh yeah, giving everything means something. Every now and then, we ought to consider what we're giving to God. Are we giving him the best we can? Are we giving him everything? Realizing that if we give everything, it really does mean something. Well, that's all I got for you. Gotta leave you now. Gotta go back to Southwest Georgia. But before I go, there's one other individual that I need you to look at. I need you to observe. I need you to watch. His name is Jesus. Because when you look at Jesus, you see someone who gave everything that he had. He gave his life as a ransom for our sins. When you observe Jesus, you see someone who gave sight to the blind, healed all manner of disease, raised the dead, made the lame to walk, and the dumb to talk. But more importantly, when you watch Jesus, you see him pick up a cross one day, carry it out to a place called Calvary. You see him dying on the cross. You see him hanging between two thieves. You see him say, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. You hear him when he says, I give up the ghost, hung his head in the locks of his shoulders. You see him when he's buried in a borrowed tomb. And I'm glad it was a borrowed tomb. Why? Because he stayed there all Friday night. He stayed there all day Saturday. He stayed there all Saturday night. But the good news is, on the third day, he got up. Everything means something. Because now he's sitting at the right hand of the Father, making intercession for you and for me. But the best news is